Today is a bit of a miserable day, but we've got 60% rain. We've got a fabulous, exciting day today, so it's a shame it's not fully sunny, but it's still very warm. But I'd like to thank these latest tank toppers that have come on board, and via a good mate Jim, who we stayed at, is James Oakes and Amy Alexander from West Seneca in New York State. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate you coming on board, given that you don't even know who I am. But hopefully you do know now. And also a special shout out to a new tank topper, but you met her in the other episode, my Magnolia Pearl dealer, Karen Luke from Roanoke. Thanks, Karen. That was very unexpected to see that come through. I appreciate that, and I've already worn the Dylan shirt and, of course, the shirt that I bought from you before. So let's keep doing deals, shall we? Okay, so where to today? Well, given that yesterday we got lost and we didn't actually do what we thought we were going to do, we didn't do the back of the dragon thing. Anyway, we're doing the Blue Ridge Parkway, the very special scenic part, coming into Asheville, where we'll spend a couple of hours because I believe it's a really cool place to look around. And then we go to Maggie Valley. Now, just a little bit of trivia about Boone. They're known for their albino squirrels. I haven't seen any, and you know, on my record of seeing wild animals, e.g. buffalo, bison, we won't see them either. So Damien's up now, and we won't get a smile out of him till we find that good coffee down in Boone. Well, I need to put a helmet over my helmet hair, and we need to get going. Okay, Damien's found a coffee place just around the corner. We're not dilly-dallying because it's going to be rain. We're going to put our wet weather gear on anyway. It's nearly 10 o'clock, which is late for us. I know some people are giving me tips. They've noticed that it's a real job for me to pull the bike up, and I know the system of turning the wheel to the right and lifting it, and I do use that a lot. Sometimes, however, because this bike is leaning a lot more than it used to since it's been shipped, I've had the kickstand replaced, but there's still it's still leaning over. Sometimes my wheel is in such a position that I don't even have the strength to do that. Anyway, if I get stuck, I know Damien will give me a push, or any passerby actually. Don't know if you're interested in what wet weather gear I have, but my pants, I usually in Australia wear Dryzer Bone, the oil skins. So I've only bought, and I wasn't going to pack that coat because it's too big, but I have oilskin pants and just this everyday motorcycle jacket that rolls up little. So the other breaking news is there's a hurricane coming up from into Florida, and it's going to cross into North Carolina and the Georgia. But we'll be in, by the time it gets here, we should be in Nashville, so we should be away from it. That's good news, isn't it? Managed to dodge all the major weather catastrophes, the fires over in California, the fires in Canada, the torrential rain and floods, the heat wave that was happening, which is why we never did Monument Valley, but we will do it in September. So, I mean, we've had, yesterday we had that hour of rain, but overall we've had just fantastic weather the whole trip. And you know, my helmet hair has really got it going on.
No.
Haven't you tasted it yet?
Oh, who put your bloody wet weather pants on?
Get your shit together, boy. Come on.
T-shirt, buddy. Get good coffee.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Out of 5.
I give that a good 4.2.
My God, a 4.2.
Actually, no, 4.25, just to help Jim out.
What do you want to help Jim out with 4.25? Jim? 4.25 here in Boone. We'll give that a pass. Right, get your shit together. Let's get going before this rain, before we get hit by a hurricane. That takes so long. At least he's not chatting, because that would take longer. Go on. Damien's like, 80% effort for 20% return. I'm 20% effort for 80% return. Because he, everything's so precise with him and everything's done properly. It is really the Scandinavian architect vibe going on, while I remain a raccoon on meth.
If you take your helmet off, will you be able to hear me?
Maybe I don't want to hear you. Maybe I just stay like this to give you an indication that we should be getting on our way. Okay. Well, look, it's lining up over that way, but we're not going that way, we're going that way. We'll be going soon. I wonder if there's anyone here that you'd like to talk to before we go. Anyone? Anyone want to chat? Oh, I'm looking forward to today, actually. I'm not looking forward to the weather, though. All right. Oh, there's a bike starting up. I wish that was us. Just stopped so Damien can get his camera on, but the sun's sort of coming through. I knew when we put wet weather gear on, the sun would shine. We don't put it on, it would rain. So we're yet to get onto the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're now on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it's very similar to what we've seen, but hopefully it'll open up shortly. Well, we're climbing up into the clouds. That's just fog that we're going through now. Look at that. Got to enjoy the views while we can, and at least it's not raining, so we're grateful for that. We're about an hour from Asheville. Just got to get it where my bike doesn't lean over so much. You reckon that's worth doing? See, I've got my handlebars way over, and I still can't lift it because the lean is too low. So that's not going to work. I need to lift up. Oh, got it. Fuck. Okay. Well, Damien got some drone footage. Here it is.
Half moon, nighttime sky, 7 stars in heaven's eyes, 7 songs, 7 seas, just to bring all your sweet love home to me. Yeah. Honey, feel me like the mountains, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel me like the sea, not come in pairs, but still at last. Your love brings life to me. Your love brings life to me. Hey! There's some massive twisties up and down and hairpins coming up. See if I can capture some of that. Arms of flame, wings rise up to call your name. Sunrise up, love, it burns the ground. Just to tell about the first good love I found. Yeah, honey, feel me like the mountain.
It's just a shame it's so misty, and but you know, it's beautiful mountain ranges. Sort of reminds me of the Blue Mountains here, you know, the Jamison Valley and all that. That's the sort of vibe, and it is called the Blue Ridge Parkway because it's probably got a blue haze a bit like the Blue Mountains, but the Blue Mountains in Australia gets the blue haze from the fumes of the eucalypt. Not sure what the reasoning is behind the word blue here. I've taken off my rain jacket. You know what this means. It'll rain now. Just grateful that we've got in the best part, or a good part of it. We're only an hour away from finishing this Blue Ridge Parkway to Asheville. So we'll see how we go. I can pull over and put it back on again easy enough, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel me like the sea, not coming past, but still at last. Your love brings life to me. Your love brings life to me. Oh, 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 oh,
So Damien has just been talking to me saying this is the best road he has ever ridden on, and it's pretty damn fine, I must say. The conditions are brilliant. Look, the only downside to today was it was a bit misty, but it's clearing up and we're seeing the views now. what I was expecting. I was expecting more of a mountain town. It's quite a sort of industrious city. Oh, I forgot to document the fact that we're having lunch, a ramen noodle lunch. Damien's devoured his. I'm getting through mine. It's delicious, right?
Beautiful.
Nice change. We fancied a broth. Storm's rolling into Asheville, but we're only 40 minutes now from destination. And then we're going to pretty much, we think, go and do the Wheels Through Time Museum today. We can't be bothered walking anymore, so Damien's getting a coffee from this very cool, funky double-decker London bus. You didn't understand the word latte, did she? That's not a good sign, right?
Never. Although I can hear the espresso going.
And you didn't ask for an extra shot. So it's going to be a milky piece of shit. We're heading now to Maggie Valley, which is only 40 minutes, just the most direct way, because I've had enough. I've had enough, love. Let's go check in and we can relax. Well, we're not. We're going to go to a museum. Now, what are you doing with all that cash? I'm worth it. Anyway, I wish I drank coffee sometimes just to perk me up. Get these little afternoon lulls. He's losing his sense of...
Another 4.
Shit! A 4?
4.
You sure?
Yeah.
All those facial expressions you were pulling, I thought, oh, this is only going to be a 2. Okay, Asheville, you've done a 4. That's not too bad. I just think Damien's becoming very conditioned to American coffee. His taste buds have
Could be stronger.
slightly worn off.
Could be stronger.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to say. We all know an extra shot is what's needed. Right, let's go, shall we?
Love, just to bring all your sweet love home to me. Honey, feeling like the mountains.
Well, we're here at the museum Wheels Through Time. We thought we'd do this now rather than walk in the rain. I've only got a little spit for 5 minutes. And I parked right in the front, right in the friggin' driveway, so I can get a picture because it's all about me. This is my world and you're all just living in it. Our accommodation's just down there, which looked nice actually. It belongs in the museum. It does belong in the museum. Okay, so this is the museum. I don't know how much of this you want to see. You know, I know I'm a motorbike rider. Oh, that's the world's fastest in. Oh no, not really. I've got no idea. I know I'm a motorbike rider and I like motorbikes, but to tell you the truth, you know, it is quite amazing though. They've done a terrific job. Damien's probably beside himself, I can imagine. Look at all that stuff. It's a fabulous display. They've done a terrific job. Muskegon, we nearly went there when we were going to take the boat across the Michigan Lake, Lake Michigan, but we didn't do it in the end.
Feeling like the sea, not coming past, but still endless. Hey, feel me like the mountains, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it feel me like the sea, not coming past, but still endless. Oh, won't you bring it on home? Hey, bring it on home. Yeah, won't you bring it on home? Yeah, bring it on home, baby. Lord, yeah. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Hey, your love brings it home to me.
Well, there you go. You've just done the tour of the museum, the Wheels Through Time. You owe me $15. I'm sorry, I thought I was finished. There's an upstairs as well, but that'll only take me a few seconds.
Feeling like the sea, not coming past, but still endless. Hey, feel me like the mountains, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it feel me like the sea,
That was the Wheels Through Time Museum. Lucky we did stop in today because it's closed tomorrow. I would have been so pissed off. That was interesting, as you have seen. You can always slow it down, I think. I don't know.
Won't you bring it on home? Hey, bring it on home. Yeah, won't you bring it on home?
This is nice. So this was very reasonable, and it was about, got the receipt here, $150 for 2 nights, American. So that's about $220 Australian. That's really good, and we can park the bikes out the front if we want to, but they do provide undercover parking. Well, we have found ourselves in another family restaurant, a bit like the one last night. They don't serve alcohol either, but they do have a menu that we can choose from. And because it's Monday night, most stuff's closed. And this was just, we're staying just across the road there. I was looking at this window and I think that's a bullet hole. I've ordered pork chops and gravy, mashed potato, and you've got Salisbury steak with mushroomy gravy stuff, mashed potato. We get the salads, biscuit, and buns, and they're very nice. Yeah. So this is Maggie Valley. It's not what I thought. I thought it'd be like a little village in the mountains, you know, with little shops and cool places. It's really just it's just stuff off a highway, a lot of highway. It's not an interstate, but it's a main road, and it's just stuff's dotted along the road. There's no village here. Have you got your weather map still up? Can we show the people what we're looking at? So New Orleans, oops, and we're up here. So it's right along the ridge there, but we're going to eventually Memphis, Tennessee. Pork chops, Salisbury steak. What's it like?
That is beautiful.
That's good.
That is, you need to try that.
Okay. Oh, they're huge. Salisbury steak, and that's rissoles and gravy. Australian version, American version of rissoles and gravy. It's nice, huh? I'm not going to get through this.
Bring it on home.